Welcome to the Hidden Wealth Coins. What if a simple Sacagawea Dollar coin sitting in your pocket could secretly be worth thousands or even a life-changing fortune? Most people ignore these golden dollars, but hidden among them are rare errors, flawless gems, and mysterious variations that collectors are desperately hunting. One tiny detail could turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. Before you spend it, look closer, because this coin might hold a shocking secret. First up, the story begins with the iconic Sacagawea Dollar coin, a coin that many people once ignored, tossed into drawers, or spent without a second thought. But hidden within the 2000p version is a mystery that has captured collectors' attention for years. What if a simple golden-colored dollar sitting quietly in your pocket could be worth thousands, or even millions, depending on one tiny detail? This is not just a coin. It's a symbol of overlooked fortune waiting to be discovered. When the United States Mint released the 2000p Sacagawea Dollar, it was meant to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar and revive interest in dollar coins. It featured the image of Sacagawea, the Native American woman who guided Lewis and Clark. Millions of these coins were produced, but among them, a few rare varieties emerged. Coins that look ordinary at first glance but hold extraordinary value due to minting errors, experimental strikes, or unique finishes. One of the most talked about versions is the Cheerios dollar. In early 2000, some Sacagawea coins were placed inside Cheerios cereal boxes as part of promotion. At first, they seemed identical to regular coins, but collectors later discovered that these coins had enhanced tail feather details on the eagle design. This small difference turned them into one of the most valuable modern coins in American history. Imagine holding a coin that was once part of a breakfast promotion, but is now worth thousands of dollars. Some of these Cheerios dollars have sold for over $10,000, and in top condition, their value can climb even higher. The shocking part is that many people still don't know about this variation, meaning there could still be undiscovered treasures sitting in old collections or forgotten drawers. Another rare and highly valuable version of the 2000p Sacagawea Dollar is a mule error coin. This is where things get even more unbelievable. A mule error happens when two different coin designs are accidentally combined. In this case, some Sacagawea dollars were struck with the front of the dollar coin and the back of a Washington quarter. Yes, a completely mismatched coin, and incredibly rare. These mule error coins are among the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. One of them has sold for over $150,000, and experts believe that if one appears in perfect condition, it could reach even higher prices in today's market. This is the kind of coin that can truly change someone's life overnight, turning a simple find into a life-changing fortune. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. A coin in circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, but if it is in mint state, perfect, untouched, with no scratches, it can multiply its value dramatically. Professional grading services assign grades like MS-65 or MS-70, and those higher grades are where the real money lies. There is also something called experimental planchet errors. Before releasing the Sacagawea Dollar, the mint tested different metal compositions. Some coins were accidentally struck using these experimental metals, making them extremely rare. These coins are not easy to identify without expert analysis, but if found, they can be worth a fortune. The fascinating part of the story is how ordinary these coins appear. Unlike ancient gold treasures or rare historical artifacts, the Sacagawea Dollar looks modern and simple. This makes it even more exciting because anyone, yes anyone, could unknowingly possess a valuable coin without realizing it. Collectors around the world are constantly searching for these rare variations. Coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces are filled with people hunting for that one special piece. The demand continues to grow, especially as more people learn about these hidden rarities. And with increased demand comes higher prices. But here's the truth that many people don't want to hear. Not every 2000p Sacagawea Dollar is valuable. Millions are produced, and most are only worth their face value. The real challenge is identifying the rare ones, the Cheerios dollar, the mule error, or experimental strikes. Without these unique features, the coin is just an ordinary dollar. That's why knowledge is your greatest weapon. Understanding the details, checking the design, and even consulting experts can make the difference between spending a coin and discovering a hidden treasure. A simple mistake, like ignoring a rare feature, could mean losing thousands of dollars. The idea of becoming a millionaire overnight with a single coin sounds like a dream, but it's not entirely impossible. Stories exist of people finding rare coins in pocket change, inherited collections, or even old jars. The key is awareness and patience. The treasure is out there, but only for those who know what to look for. So before you spend that golden dollar coin, take a closer look. Examine the details, the shine, the design. Because what seems like a simple piece of metal could actually be a rare collectible with unimaginable value. And in a world where fortunes can change in a moment, this small coin might just be your unexpected ticket to something extraordinary. Second up, the moment you hear about the 2000D Sacagawea Dollar coin, you might think it's just another modern coin, something ordinary, something common. But hidden within this golden-looking dollar is a world of mystery, rarity, and unbelievable value that most people completely overlook. Imagine holding a coin that looks simple, yet has the potential to be worth thousands, or in extremely rare cases, life-changing money. This is not just a coin. It's a silent opportunity that many people unknowingly pass through their hands every single day. When the Denver Mint produced the 2000D Sacagawea Dollar, it was part of a massive release intended to bring back the use of dollar coins in everyday life. Millions were minted, flooding the market, making people believe these coins would never hold any special value. But history has shown us something different. Because within large reductions, mistakes and rare variations are almost inevitable, and those rare pieces are the ones collectors hunt with obsession. Among these coins, certain high-grade examples stand out dramatically. A regular circulated 2000D Sacagawea Dollar may only be worth face value, but when you step into the world of mint state coins, those untouched, flawless, shining examples, the story changes completely. Coins graded at the highest levels, like MS-68 or MS-69, can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars because perfection in modern coins is extremely rare. But what truly pushes the 2000D Sacagawea Dollar into the spotlight are the rare minting errors. These errors are like hidden signatures of chaos inside a control system. Off-center strikes, double strikes, and die cracks can transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the higher the value climbs, sometimes reaching astonishing levels that surprise even experienced collectors. One of the most fascinating aspects is how unnoticed these valuable coins can be. Unlike ancient treasures buried underground, these coins circulate openly in everyday life. They sit in jars, wallets, and forgotten drawers. Someone might spend one without a second thought, not realizing it could be worth far more than $1. This element of hidden value makes the hunt even more exciting. There's also the possibility of experimental or unusual strikes that occurred during early production phases. While not all are officially documented, collectors have long speculated about coins struck under slightly different conditions, whether it be pressure, alignment, or metal composition. These subtle differences can create coins that stand apart from the rest, attracting serious attention in auctions. The shine and color of the 2000D Sacagawea Dollar also play a role in its appeal. Its golden tone, created from a special alloy, gives a unique look compared to traditional silver-colored coins. But within this shine, certain coins display exceptional luster, almost mirror-like surfaces that reflect light beautifully. These are the coins that collectors chase, the ones that can elevate value significantly. Condition is everything in this world. A coin that has never been touched, never been circulated, preserved in perfect condition, becomes more than just money. It becomes a collectible artifact. Even a small scratch or mark can reduce value, while a flawless surface can multiply it many times over. This is why professional grading has become such an important part of coin collecting. Now comes the part that captures imagination, the idea of a coin being worth millions. While it is extremely rare for a 2000D Sacagawea Dollar to reach that level, certain unique error coins or one-of-kind pieces could theoretically climb into very high price ranges if demand and rarity align perfectly. The market is driven by collectors, and when something truly rare appears, competition can push prices to shocking heights. The truth is, not every coin will make you rich overnight. Most 2000D Sacagawea Dollars are common, and their value remains close to $1. But the excitement lies in the possibility. The chance that among millions, one rare coin exists that could change everything. This possibility keeps collectors searching, checking, and hoping. There have been real cases where people discovered valuable coins in unexpected places, old piggy banks, inherited collections, or simple pocket change. These stories fuel the dream, showing that it's not impossible. It's rare, yes, but not impossible. And that's what makes every coin worth a second look. The market for collectible coins continues to grow, driven by passion, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery. As more people learn about rare Sacagawea dollars, demand increases, and with demand comes rising value, especially for those rare pieces that stand out from the rest. So before you spend that 2,000 Sacagawea dollar, pause for a moment, look closely at its details, its shine, its condition, because what seems ordinary could be something extraordinary. A small decision, whether to spend or to keep, could make a difference you never imagined. In the end, this coin represents more than just currency. It represents opportunity, hidden value, and excitement of discovery. And while becoming a billionaire overnight may sound like a dream, the truth is that rare coins have changed lives before. The question is, could this be one of those moments waiting to happen? Third up, the moment you hear about the 2001 Sacagawea dollar coin, it might sound like just another ordinary coin, something people barely notice in daily transactions. But behind this simple golden dollar lies a powerful story of hidden value, rare possibilities, and a kind of opportunity that can quietly sit in your pocket without you ever realizing its true worth. This coin is not just currency. It's a mystery waiting to be uncovered. When the Denver Mint struck the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, it followed the success of the 2000 release. Millions of coins entered circulation, and most people treated them as everyday money. But collectors understand a deeper truth. Whenever coins are produced in such large quantities, tiny variations, rare errors, and exceptional conditions can transform an ordinary piece into something incredibly valuable. At first glance, a 2001 Sacagawea dollar looks identical to any other. It carries the same iconic design, the same golden color, and the same smooth edge. But the real difference lies in the details that most people ignore. A slight shift in the strike, a tiny doubling in the design, or an unusually sharp finish can make a massive difference in value. These details are where hidden fortunes are born. One of the most important factors is condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A worn coin that has been in circulation for years may only be worth $1, but coin in near-perfect condition, untouched, flawless, with brilliant luster, can be worth hundreds or even thousands. High-grade coins, especially those graded MS 68 or higher, are incredibly rare and highly sought after. Then comes the fascinating world of mint errors. Errors are not mistakes in the usual sense. They are accidents that create uniqueness. A double strike, where the coin is stamped twice, or an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned, can turn a simple coin into a collector's treasure. These errors are rare, and rarity is what drives value in the coin market. The 2001 Sacagawea dollar has also been known for subtle die variations. These are differences in the coin's design caused by slight changes or when the die is used to strike the coins. While these variations may seem small, collectors pay close attention to them, and certain rare variations can significantly increase a coin's value. What makes this even more exciting is how easy it is to overlook these valuable coins. They don't look special at first glance. They don't shine differently in a way that screams rare. Instead, they hide in plain sight, inside wallets, jars, and old collections. This means that anyone could unknowingly possess a valuable coin without realizing it. The idea of a coin being worth millions might sound unbelievable, but in the world of rare collectibles, extreme cases do exist. While most 2001 Sacagawea dollars will never reach such heights, a truly unique error coin or a perfect specimen could attract massive attention at auctions. When collectors compete for something rare, prices can rise to shocking levels. There's also the emotional side of collecting. For many, it's not just about money. It's about the thrill of discovery, the excitement of finding something rare, something valuable, something hidden. And the 2001 Sacagawea dollar fits perfectly into this world, where every coin holds a possibility. Over the years, stories have emerged of people discovering valuable coins in the most unexpected places. Old drawers, inherited collections, even loose change. These stories fuel the imagination and keep the hunt alive, because if it has happened before, it can happen again. But it's important to stay realistic. Not every coin will make you rich. In fact, the vast majority of 2001 Sacagawea dollars are common and hold no special value beyond their face value. The key is knowledge. Know what to look for, understanding the details, and recognizing the signs of rarity. The market for coins is driven by demand and rarity. As more collectors become interested in modern coins, the demand for high quality and rare examples continues to grow. This means that coins once considered ordinary can gain value over time, especially if they're preserved in excellent condition. So before you spend a 2001 Sacagawea dollar, take a closer look. Examine its details, its shine, its edges, because within that small piece of metal could be something extraordinary. A hidden detail, a rare error, or a perfect condition could turn it into something far more valuable than you ever expected. In the end, this coin represents more than just money. It represents possibility, curiosity, and the idea that value is not always obvious. And while becoming a billionaire overnight is a dream, the truth is that rare coins have surprised people before. The question is, could your coin be one of those rare surprises waiting to be discovered? Fourth up, the moment you hear about the 2001 Sacagawea dollar coin, it sounds like just another ordinary coin. But that assumption is exactly what makes this story so powerful. Because hidden behind this simple golden dollar is a world of overlooked value, quiet rarity, and the kind of opportunity that can sit unnoticed in your pocket for years. This coin is not just money. It's a silent mystery that only a few people truly understand. When the Philadelphia Mint produced the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, it came after the massive release of the year 2000. Production dropped sharply, but still millions of coins entered circulation. To the average person, nothing seemed special. But collectors know something different. When production changes, when processes evolve, and when experimentation happens, that's where rare coins are born. At first glance, the coin looks completely normal. The same golden tone, the same design of Sacagawea carrying her child, the same flying eagle on the reverse. But the truth is, the real value is hidden in the smallest details. Slight color changes, unusual surfaces, or microscopic differences can turn a common coin into something collectors will pay serious money for. One of the most fascinating features of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar is the existence of experimental treatments used during production. The Mint tried to solve tarnishing problems by applying special chemical rinses to some coins. This created subtle but noticeable differences in color and texture, making certain coins stand out from the rest and become highly desirable. There's also a rare and unusual error known as the improperly annealed planchet. In simple words, something went wrong during the heating process of the metal before the coin was struck. This caused the surface to change color, sometimes turning into a deep brown or chocolate shade instead of the normal gold. These coins are rare and can sell for hundreds or even over $1,000 depending on condition. CoinValueChecker.com. Another exciting possibility is the wrong planchet error. This happens when a coin is struck on a blank meant for a completely different coin. In the case of the 2001 Sacagawea dollar, some are accidentally struck on smaller quarter-size planchets, creating coins that look unusual in size and color. These are instantly recognizable and highly valuable to collectors. CoinValueChecker.com. Now here's where reality and imagination meet. You may have heard claims that these coins are worth millions or can make you a billionaire overnight. The truth is more grounded. Most 2001 Sacagawea dollars are only worth around $1, and even uncirculated ones typically range in small premium values. But, and this is important, the rare error coins and top condition specimens are a completely different story. CoinValueChecker.com. Condition is one of the most powerful factors in value. A coin that has never been used, never scratched, and still shines with full luster can be worth many times more than a worn coin. High-grade coins, especially those close to perfection, become extremely rare and attract serious collectors who are willing to pay much higher prices. What makes this even more exciting is that these valuable coins don't look dramatically different at first glance. They don't glow or shine in a magical way. They hide in plain sight. That means a rare coin could be sitting in a drawer, a wallet, or an old collection, completely unnoticed for years. The idea of becoming rich overnight from a single coin may sound exaggerated, but the world of coin collecting has seen surprising discoveries before. Rare coins have been found in everyday places, and when something truly unique appears, collectors compete fiercely, pushing prices higher and higher. However, it's important to stay realistic. Not every coin is rare, and not every 2001 Sacagawea Dollar holds hidden treasure. In fact, the majority are completely common. The difference between an ordinary coin and a valuable one lies in tiny details that only careful observation can reveal. The market for coins is driven by rarity and demand. As more people learn about these special varieties and errors, interest grows. And when interest grows, so does value, especially for coins that are already scarce or unique in appearance. So before you spend that golden dollar, take a closer look. Check its color, its surface, its details, because sometimes the smallest difference can mean the biggest reward. A simple coin could hold a story far greater than its face value. In the end, the 2001 Sacagawea Dollar represents something deeper than money. It represents hidden opportunity, quiet rarity, and the thrill of discovery. And while becoming a billionaire overnight is extremely unlikely, the chance of finding something valuable is very real. The question is, will you recognize it when you see it? Fifth up, the moment you hear about the 2002 Sacagawea Dollar coin, it might sound like just another ordinary coin, something people rarely pay attention to. But that assumption hides a much deeper reality. This coin belongs to a special period when dollar coins were no longer widely released into everyday circulation, making certain examples far more intriguing and, in some cases, surprisingly valuable. In 2002, something important changed. Unlike earlier years, these coins were not heavily distributed for daily use. Instead, many 2002 Sacagawea dollars were produced mainly for collectors. That means fewer coins were casually spent, fewer were handled, and more were preserved in better condition. This shift alone created a different kind of rarity compared to the earlier years. At first glance, the coin looks exactly like its predecessors. The same golden color, the same strong image of Sacagawea carrying her child, and the same eagle soaring on the reverse side. But as always in the coin world, the smallest differences can lead to the biggest surprises. What appears normal on the surface can hide something extraordinary underneath. Condition becomes incredibly important for the 2002 issue. Because many coins were saved carefully, only the absolute best examples, those with flawless surfaces, perfect shine, and no visible marks, stand out. These high-grade coins, especially those close to perfection, can command significantly higher prices than ordinary pieces. Then comes the unpredictable world of minting errors. Even in a controlled process, mistakes can happen. A slight misalignment, a doubled image, or an off-center strike can turn a regular coin into something rare. These errors are like fingerprints of the minting process, unique, unrepeatable, and highly attractive to collectors. There's also the possibility of unusual surface finishes. Some coins may display stronger luster, deeper shine, or subtle texture differences due to variations in striking pressure or die condition. While these differences might seem minor, collectors often search for these standout features, and the right coin can attract serious attention. Now let's address the idea that captures everyone's imagination, the thought of a coin being worth millions. It's an exciting idea, and while it's extremely rare, the coin market has shown that unique pieces can reach astonishing values. For a 2002 Sacagawea Dollar, reaching millions would likely require an extremely rare, one-of-a-kind error combined with perfect condition and intense collector demand. The truth, however, is more balanced. Most 2002 Sacagawea dollars are not worth more than their face value. Even uncirculated coins may only bring a modest premium. But the key lies in the exceptions, the rare error coins, the flawless specimens. the unusual pieces that stand apart from millions of others. What makes this coin even more interesting is how easily it can be overlooked because it wasn't widely circulated. Many people never paid attention to it at all. Some coins remain sealed in original packaging, while others sit quietly in collections, waiting to be rediscovered and reevaluated. There's a certain thrill in this idea, the possibility that something valuable is hiding in plain sight. A coin that seems ordinary could, under the right conditions, reveal itself as something far more important. This sense of mystery is what drives collectors to keep searching, examining, and learning. Stories of unexpected discoveries keep this excitement alive. People have found valuable coins in old boxes, inherited collections, and even forgotten storage. These moments remind us that value is not always obvious. It often requires patience and attention to detail. But it's also important to stay realistic and informed. Not every coin will change your life, and not every 2002 Sacagawea Dollar is rare. Understanding what makes a coin valuable, condition, rarity, uniqueness, is the difference between hope and real opportunity. The market for collectible coins continues to evolve. As interest grows, certain coins gain more attention, especially those from years with lower distribution like 2002. This growing awareness can gradually increase demand, particularly for coins in exceptional condition. So before you ignore or spend a 2002 Sacagawea Dollar, take a closer look. Examine its surface, its shine, its details, because sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. A coin that seems simple could carry a hidden story and possibly hidden value. In the end, this coin is more than just currency. It represents a moment in minting history, a shift in production, and a reminder that value often hides where we least expect it. While becoming a billionaire overnight is more dream than reality, the possibility of discovering something rare and valuable is very real, and that's what makes this journey so fascinating.